I developed a kind of acupuncture of the earth that is similar. I did compare human body and the body of the earth, and so I started also to use similar methods as we use them in the alternative healing, like acupuncture or acupressure would be better, like positioning 1 ton stone on a certain point, carefully choose the point, and then when a stone, and this is ancient method, positioning of stones, position on that point to press, but never only one, but only find then other points that correlate. If a place is, let us say, out of balance, I work very much with places of war, or I mean places of former wars, of course, or also of conflict. Like my largest work is at the border between North Ireland and the Republics of Ireland before the peace process started in 91 and 92. With Marko we carved acupuncture stones on both sides of the border. Both countries agreed. At London there, in this area, that was the most critical, trying to connect the landscape temple structure that was cut through a border that was made with lineal, cut through the landscape to divide between the British and the Irish there. So, and by connecting and also with workshops, bringing people to these different points, decoding ancient megalithic monuments that are there, like building upon the structure that already was done in Neolithic, reconnecting. We tried to give, this is difficult to measure, but we tried to give our contribution to the peace process. But it is not just positioning of stone. I combined this with homeopathy. The homeopathy works through information, given tiny bits of information, and in my case, this is through cosmograms. These are special signs that we carved here in Baren these last 2 weeks, about 35, no, 40 such cosmograms. These are pieces of information stored carved into the stone in a specific way, so that not the physical form is carved, but the etheric form is created. Through interplay between light and shadow, with convex concave forms and specific art of designing them in collaboration with the place. Always they are different, always done in collaboration of the place. It is the stone like then gives an impulse by pressing on a point, gives an impulse, and the cosmogram directs this impulse, what this place needs, or what is the quality that would be supported through this pressing on this point. And in this way, it is possible, in a way, to rebuild the qualities of the place, or if the places are often overrun, not just by wars, but also by our practicalities, logistic of using the land, or cities. If you imagine big cities, they are totally overrun by logistic of using this piece of land and for human purposes. So who thinks that the nature must bring life force everywhere so that this piece of land, huge piece of land, is still alive. Of course, there are some parks and some trees, but still, by opening these points, it is possible to introduce more of the original quality that is like sucking into the depths of the place because of this total overrunning the landscape by a big city. So I mostly work in big cities, but of course not often through stones, because this is rarely that a city decides, like Quito, the capital of Ecuador, has decided to give me the whole city at disposal to do explorations and then say this and this place is neat. And they finance also that with Marika we came there and carved these stones and positioned, but also planted 10,000 trees on those surfaces that I said are important for city. They didn't sell them to companies who wanted them, but they planted trees so that they are protected.